Good morning, it's today again. Welcome back to Joseph's Reserves. I'm Joseph, and I store 20% of my income in the form of rare coins and precious metals. Most stackers treat every coin the same. Every ounce of silver feels like it's both emergency fund and heirloom quality all at once. This is how stackers end up panic selling, misallocating, or missing opportunities to upgrade their stack. Today, I want to share a framework that I've been using for a few years, one that separates your stack into two different layers: a surface stack for flexibility and a deep stack for long-term preservation. Understanding this distinction will completely change how you approach your metals moving forward. Congratulations to Emmanuel for getting to my comment section first in my last video. You've been such a huge support of the channel. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. When I first started stacking, everything was in one pile. Every coin, every round, every ounce of silver felt equal. I bought it, I held it, I occasionally sold it, and I made decisions on the fly. Over time, I realized that not all silver serves the same purpose. Some coins are meant to move, to act as operational reserves, while others are meant to stay untouched. They build legacy and carry historical or personal significance. By intentionally separating these layers, we can think strategically. We can avoid emotional decisions, and we can create a stack that works both for today and for generations after us. Today, I'll break down the idea of a surface stack versus a deep stack, how to move coins between them, and why this framework helps you upgrade your stack intentionally over time. Your stack is not just a pile of metals, it's a system. And like a system, it has layers. This first layer I call a surface stack. This is the operational part of your metals, the coins that you're willing to liquidate if needed. The layer that functions like an emergency fund. You can sell it during unexpected expenses, reallocate it between ratios and metal shifts, or trade it for upgrades in quality. These are usually your most recognizable, highly liquid pieces: the rounds, the bullion coins, the duplicate coins that carry minimal emotional attachment. For example, if you're stacking American Silver Eagles, the surface stack would include those coins not part of a date run or a special collection. These are coins that are moved if necessary, and they're meant to protect your flexibility. The surface stack allows you to act tactically. Without it, every decision you make about your stack becomes emotional. If your entire stack is deep stack, meaning all your coins have emotional significance or part of a long-term goal, you might hesitate to sell anything, even in an emergency. On the other hand, if you treat all coins as operational, you risk selling something that has historical or generational value, or even just something that has enough emotional layers to it that will stop you from selling something you might not need to. By creating a surface stack, you have set coins that are ready to move. You don't panic, you don't guess, you know exactly which metals you are comfortable liquidating, reallocating, or trading. And here is an important part. Your surface stack should reach a point where it can cover any conceivable emergency, a true operational buffer. Then you can start building a deep stack. The deep stack is your legacy layer. This is where most of your meaningful coins will reside, the ones you intend to hold indefinitely. It's the date runs, the key dates of constitutional silver, the historical graded coins, or the pieces you just simply can't imagine selling. This layer represents your long-term conviction and connection to silver. It's where history meets strategy. The deep stack is not static, it's a reflection of your priorities and your long-term goals. The beauty of this system is its fluidity. Coins move between layers. Your surface stack is not just frozen in place, and your deep stack is not in permanent isolation. For instance, let's say that you start building a stack of American Silver Eagles. Initially, each eagle is a part of your surface stack, high liquidity, operational, but then you decide you want to put together an entire date run. As you set aside each specific date for that run, those coins move into your deep stack. Now they carry a little bit more emotional value to you personally. They represent a little bit more of a commitment to long-term preservation. Later, you might upgrade that coin, trading out a lower grade coin for a nicer example. That removed coin returns to the surface stack. You see the flow? Surface stack supports upgrades, and deep stack preserves the most meaningful coins. And this movement between layers is essential for disciplined stackers. Without it, you either risk emotional attachment that hinders tactical decisions, or you sell important coins too quickly. In this system, the deep stack allows you to upgrade your stack intelligently, and the surface stack can protect your deep stack. In the case of an emergency, your surface stack can be liquidated first before having to go to selling anything in your deep stack. Your surface stack can also execute these upgrades, trading or selling coins for better grades, rarer dates, or coins with historical significance. The deep stack remains untouched until it's time to pass it down, or unless an extreme situation calls for liquidating something in your deep stack. But even then, the surface stack cushions that decision. You can think of this system in terms of bundles. Imagine physically separating your coins, a tube or box for your surface stack, and a tube or box for your deep stack. Not because you are planning to sell your stack now, but so that you can mentally define your options. Each coin has a purpose. Each layer has a function. And that way, when an emergency or an opportunity does arise, you don't have an added layer of the stress of trying to decide which coins or rounds you should sell. This framework allows for strategic upgrades over time. For example, you have a lower grade American Silver Eagle in your deep stack date run. You acquire a nicer version to replace it. If you don't have the capital to add another American Silver Eagle to your stack now, you could even sell one from your surface stack to ease the upgrade. Then the original coin now becomes the surface stack, ready to sell or use for future trades. In this way, the surface stack isn't just a holding area, it's an operational tool that enables improvement, flexibility, and preservation all at the same time. It's like having a built-in upgrade system for your stack. Another aspect is emotional clarity. Many stackers get caught up in the value of a coin. It's the market price or perceived scarcity, and it encourages making decisions based on impulse. With this surface versus deep stack framework, the emotional component is separated. You can see your deep stack as your anchor, your long-term commitment, and your surface stack becomes your tactical layer. Decisions become logical, not emotional, and the discipline allows you to focus on why you're stacking, not just the what. The big picture is that over time your stack will evolve. At first, most of your coins will be surface stack. You need that operational layer to feel flexible and covered, as in your emergency fund. As your collection grows, you'll meet more goals for that coverage of emergencies. Then you'll have the opportunity to slowly and gradually move coins into your deep stack. And this mirrors how financial planning works. Building an emergency fund first, then investing into your long-term growth. Your metals have to behave the same way. This surface stack versus deep stack framework also informs what coins to prioritize in each level. Liquidity, recognizability, and premiums matter in the surface stack. You want coins here that are easy to sell, widely accepted, and have very low emotional attachment to you. And for deep stack, this is where your emotion really pushes what you're going to have. Maybe historical significance, it might be quality, maybe a complete date run. The deep stack is what you are truly interested in. And this is where collecting or stacking becomes really fun. If someone has the opportunity to share with you what is in their deep stack, this is where their personality shines through their stack. The philosophy is simple, but the implications are deep. By thinking in layers and by creating fluid movement between the surface and deep stack, and by defining purpose for each coin, you avoid the traps that many stackers fall into: panic selling, impulse upgrading, overpaying, or hoarding randomly. But with this system, all of these behaviors are mitigated. You gain flexibility without sacrificing your legacy. You gain knowledge without emotional distortion. Ultimately, your stack becomes a living system. Coins move from one layer to another, those layers evolve, and upgrading occurs naturally. The surface stack enables action, deep stack preserves the meaning. And over time, you're not just accumulating metal, you're accumulating order, discipline, and understanding. And that's the heart of stacking and collectively overall. When you leave this video, remember that the goal isn't just to sell or hoard blindly. The goal is to know your stack, to understand your coins, and to allocate intentionally. You want to be ready for whatever life throws you. The surface and deep stack aren't just categories, they're tools for clarity, stability, and long-term vision. You can now write me at Joseph's Reserves, 10160 Highway 242, Suite 800, number 401 in Conroe, Texas, zip code 77385. Make sure to include your information so I can write you back. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Go down into the comment section to learn more on this topic from the community. Please share the video, and if you haven't already, subscribe if you like this type of content. But most of all, thank you so much for watching. And just remember, every ounce adds up, so no matter how small, just keep stacking.